Good morning. Let me show you what I'm up to today. I've got the British Army Basha out today in MTP. I'm not a massive MTP fan, but you know what? It's not bad. Seeing as really it was designed with you know, the likes of Iraq and Afghanistan in mind, as well as our own environment. It's a bit of a compromise colour, but it's not bad. It's ridge lined in between these two trees, and I've got the bungees on the corner. Right, let's get inside and have a chat. That's it, I'm in, and hopefully in shot. Now, British Army Basha doesn't come out too often for a couple of reasons. One, it's heavier than a standard tarp. I suppose if you get a lightweight type tarp, you're looking at 450, 500 grams. A standard 3x3, I've got a DD one personally, which I use most of the time. I think they come in at about 750 grams. Well, this is about 1,000 grams, and it doesn't sound a lot extra, but if you keep adding all these little bits of weight on all your kit, it can make quite a difference. But I do like using it for several reasons. One, the strength of it. It is built to be squaddy proof. Also, the British Army being as it is, and lack of funding, they had to make something that would last. So this was the answer, I suppose. It is over-engineered. Let's put it that way. I won't go too much into the details of them. I'm sure everybody's seen them. But, you know, every time I get this thing out, I'm just amazed by the build quality of it. You know, the stitching's perfect. The amount of seam seal along the ridge here on the outside, I'm sure that's where probably 100 grams of weight comes from. Just the seam seal. They've really spread it on thick. And all the reinforcing, of course, around the outside where the handles are stitched in, because it can double up as a battlefield stretcher. So again, that sort of lets you know the strength of it. You can put a bloke in it and carry him, and it's not going to break. On a long trip, if I had only one option and I had to rely on it 100%, I'd probably take it, because it will not let me down no matter how much I abuse it. They're good. They're very good. Obviously downsides, you know, the weight. Ideally it could have done with being a little bit bigger. And it's fine for this sort of setup if you're underneath in a bivvy. But for my hammock, it's just not big enough. Just not enough coverage. Fine for hiding yourself, but not enough for the hammock anyway, keeping the rain off. It's just not long enough. I can't remember the dimensions exactly, but I think they're about 8.5 feet by about 6.5, something like that. So as I say, for this, fine. Now the reason I like the bungee setup for this is mainly if it's going to be windy. I do use ordinary fixed sky lines on this, on a still day, same as I do on my other tarp. But the advantage of the bungee, of course, is its stretch. And we've all been in that situation when it's been rough overnight, flapping like a lunatic. Well, if you've got a fixed line, solid, there's nowhere for that movement to go. And no matter how tight you get your line, as you know, there's always going to be some flap if it's windy. And because there's no give, 9 times out of 10, it'll work your peg loose. Where with the bungees, having that bit of give in them, it's almost like a shock absorber. The tarp can flap about. You know, there is movement there. It's tight enough to hold its shape, but there is movement. That takes the shock out, doesn't transmit it to the peg. So hopefully your pegs stay in even when it's rough. I've got it set up quite high today, mainly because I'm filming, it's just easier. Normally with a bivvy I'd probably go a foot lower, something like that. So the sides here, I mean, at the moment we're what, 18 inches off the floor. I'll probably be down a foot, maybe a little less with the sides. Keep the wind and weather out. But because they're not right to the floor, when you're laying in there, you can still see out, which is quite nice. It's nice if you've got nice scenery or wildlife to watch, and it's also nice if you're camping in a location you shouldn't be and you hear voices. You can keep an eye out, keep an eye on them, so you know whether to scarper or at very least be quiet. But yeah, it's a bit higher today. Bungees, brilliant invention. The only other thing that I would say is important, this angle. Now you quite often see not only bashers but ordinary tarps. People set them up in a real stealthy sort of setup, very low to the floor. I've seen that done by military guys especially, because it's how they're trained. That's all well and good, but if this angle is very, I couldn't do it in front of the camera, very flat like that, you get quite flat sides. If it rains hard, you get this happening. Equally so, if that angle is like that, yes, it will shed water brilliantly, but you've reduced the space inside, and also with a almost vertical side to it, it's going to catch the wind. So in an ideal world, you can do about 90 degrees. That's probably the best compromise for shedding water, not catching too much wind, and maximising the space inside. A 90-degree setup will give you maximum width to work in, and also maximum height. Any other way, you're compromising. You're making it narrow but tall, or no headroom but really wide. Depends what you need. It's alright having no headroom if it's literally something just to sleep in. But if you're going to be in it during the day, sheltering, if it's wet weather or something and need to do a bit of cooking, something like that, you don't really want to be laying on your belly doing it. So yeah, I'll try and go for a 90-degree angle there. Probably looks a bit funny and a bit flat because of the camera angle, but it is like that. Personal preference, I suppose. tried them down low flat, I've tried them up very high and steep. That's just my findings. All packed up. And of course, leave no trace. Well, apart from a little bit of flattened grass. But hey, can't be helped. Right, time to walk back. I'm back on the footpath now. I'll turn you round so you can see where I was. But I'm towards the sun, so it might be a bit bright. It's in them trees, just over there. And now it's gone cloudy. Never mind, at least it's dry.